Gabriel Kidd.
Gabriel Kidd apparently refusing to come out to his old music, the music that he had, of course, when he was allied with Prince Amin. Presumably another statement here by this man who's made a habit of making some very dubious statements as of late.
Gabriel Kidd refusing to talk here and explain his actions in Defiant Wrestling, now refusing to have entrance music. This man has no problem with entrance music.
Yes, like night and day, the reception for Gabriel Kidd and the reception for the leader of the Curb Crawlers.
Wrestling out of North Yorkshire, and winning tonight, 180 pounds, Martin Kirby!
Martin Kirby earlier on the road to no regrets, coming to the aid of Prince Amin after one of the most vicious assaults that we have ever seen here at the hands of Gabriel Kidd. Kidd was the one-time best friend of Prince Amin. And Amin hospitalised after what Gabriel Kidd did. If it wasn't for Martin Kirby, frankly, it could have been even worse.
Well, I said it before, Prince Amin would not have been able to walk out here in Newcastle, walk out of here rather, had it not been for Martin Kirby. And did you notice, Bradshaw, when Martin Kirby was making his entrance, walking around ringside, Gabriel Kidd wanted to get at him. He had to be held back by the referee. That tells me a lot about the new Gabriel Kidd.
The bell rings. Gabriel Kidd is wasting no time here. He's putting the boot in. This is the kind of viciousness that we saw in that assault earlier on Prince Amin.
Well, I don't want to speak for Gabriel Kidd, certainly don't want to justify his actions. That is for Kidd to do. However, maybe Kidd believed that he'd hit the ceiling here in Defiant Wrestling. He needed something different to take it to another level.
Kidd, that intensity which served him so well when he was the internet champion, has actually become, I would say, a negative part of his personality. The way he has attacked first Prince Amin and now what he's doing here to Martin Kirby is deeply unpleasant.
Well, on the outside of the ring, this certainly suits Gabriel Kidd. Again, we saw what he did to Prince Amin. No one could ever claim to have seen that one coming. Imagine what he'd do to Kirby.
I just wonder with Kidd, given that, as you say, no one saw it coming, maybe Kidd did. I don't know how long this was planned. Was it a calculated move? All that time when Kidd was claiming to be the friend of Prince Amin, was he just biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment to unleash that betrayal?
We may never know, because Gabriel Kidd, not very forthcoming with his explanation. He destroyed Prince Amin. Kidd did.
I said he's been making a lot of statements recently. Ironically, none of them actually using words. Kidd, as you say, been totally silent ever since he turned against Amin at Lights Out. As we saw, he was forced to come out here by our general manager, Stu Bennett, who wanted an explanation. And Kidd came out here but refused to speak.
You talk about lights out. At that very event, a light switch, a light bulb, it went on in the head of Gabriel Kidd.
I don't know what kind of light came on in the head of Gabriel Kidd. I wish it would go back out, because this new Gabriel Kidd is not one that I think any of us relish spending any time with.
Well, wrestling isn't a popularity contest, that's for sure.
No, but there is a certain thing called respecting those who helped get you where you are. And Kidd is certainly not doing that. Shoulder block from Kidd.
We're seeing a rebirth of sorts in Gabriel Kidd. Bradshaw, I've already said it. Oh,
Cover by Kidd and a 2 count again.
I've already said it. Gabriel Kidd, this is not the same Gabriel Kidd that we saw 2-3 years ago. This man, and that's what I'm going to call him, he's no longer a boy. Gabriel Kidd is a man, and he's his own man. Maybe that's what this is all about.
He's certainly not a boy. I'm not sure if I'd go as far as calling him a man, because that would suggest some kind of integrity that comes with that title. But Kidd has shown absolutely zero compassion for a man who did so much to help him improve and get to that level of internet champion in Prince Amin.
Martin Kirby trying to stand up tall against Gabriel Kidd.
Kid with an attempt at the clothesline. Instead, the face buster from Kirby. The leader of the Curb Crawlers is going to take a run up here on Gabriel Kidd. Kidd gets the boot up. Nearly knocked the head of Martin Kirby clean off the shoulders, the cover, and oh God, very close. Kirby, of course, with a history of concussions, that's very well documented, and Kidd was looking to take advantage of that with that boot to the head.
Look at the scowl on the face of Gabriel Kidd. He used to come out here smiling, high-fiving the fans. The picture of joy. So different to what he used to be. And now he's shed himself, rid himself, if you like, of Prince Amin. I think we're only going to see more of this new Gabriel Kidd.
It's like two different human beings. The Gabriel Kidd from before Lights Out, and the one we're seeing now.
I keep saying the new Gabriel Kidd. You hinted at it earlier on, Bradshaw. Could this have been Gabriel Kidd all along?
Oh, God. It goes face first into the turnbuckle. Well, you may be right. Maybe we have misjudged the integrity that we thought this man had. Kirby is on the... Oh, God. Kirby right out in front of us here. And Kirby falling down. Oof. Goodness me, are we still on? Wow.
Well, I don't know, but I don't think Martin Kirby is conscious. Oh, Gabriel Kidd now throwing a member of our ring crew off his chair.
No, he's already done enough damage to our ring crew.
Oh, no. No.
They're on. Oh. Well.
Gabriel Kidd staring a hole.
Kirby's right.
Look at this. I can't believe what I'm saying.
They are right in front of us here. Kirby has been laid out with those chops from Kidd.
Well, Martin Kirby knows Gabriel Kidd very well. He's watched this young man rise through the ranks of professional wrestling. But Martin Kirby, experienced though he is, would not expect this.
Big body slam right on the arena floor by Kidd, who's apparently got no problem with who he's going to assault here. We already saw him take out a couple of members of our ring crew during that attack on Amin.
Well, Gabriel Kidd now jawing off with the patrons of Newcastle. I'm surprised they could understand them, to be honest.
Amin is staring a hole through some of our fans here. Amin now picking up Kirby. Amin, frankly, has brutalized Kirby. And what a statement, by the way, it would be if Kidd were to beat Martin Kirby here last year at No Regrets, of course. Kirby won the No Regrets Rumble and in the process won the championship. What a victory it would be. What a feather in the cap of Gabriel Kidd if he went into this year's No Regrets with a win over Kirby.
Gabriel Kidd must look at someone like Martin Kirby, who has done everything on his own. Become Defiant champion, become general manager here in this promotion. Gabriel Kidd now wants to do things on his own terms.
Kirby is trying to fight his way back to his feet. Kidd with his arms wrapped around the chin of Kirby. He's trying to free himself of those shots into the bread basket. Finally drops the jaw of Kidd down.
But again, Kidd's jaw struck the back of Martin Kirby's head.
The jaw he hasn't had much use for recently, hasn't Kidd? He hasn't, as I said, hasn't said a single word. Kirby in the middle turnbuckle, there's the drop kick.
These people in Newcastle rallying behind Martin Kirby.
Kirby, shoulder thrust into the abdomen. Take down Kidd. Kirby, not only a former champion, as I mentioned, he's also a former general manager here.
These people of Newcastle, from the very start of Gabriel Kidd's career, they have been with him every step of the way. We're seeing a different kind of relationship. Oh, Martin Kirby says it's time for the Sable Bomb.
Kirby has put away so many great opponents here in Defiant with that Sable Bomb. Kidd was able to pull him back into the corner. Kidd now with Kirby on his shoulders. Kidd having none of it. Kidd knows all about Martin Kirby. Kirby has used that move to get into Guris or poke to the eye, whatever Kirby chooses to do. Kidd not falling for any of those games.
No room for shenanigans in the mind of Gabriel Kidd. Chop after chop after chop to the chest of Kirby.
Kidd tried to charge in. Kirby rolling back through. Here comes the neck breaker. Right on the back of the head. Lands Kid. Kirby with the cover and kick out on 2.5.
Well, what else can you say about this new attitude of Gabriel Kidd? I can tell, Bradshaw, you're almost speechless by what you're seeing.
Well, there's nothing broadcastable you can say, is there? What? Ridiculous. I mean, words don't describe my anger at Gabriel Kidd. I think that's true of most people who are fans of Defiant Wrestling. Here's the attempt at the Sable One, countered by Kidd into the cover. Got the leg hooked, and that will, no, it won't do it. Kirby kicks out.
Kidd straight back on the attack, giving Kirby no time to breathe.
Cover again. Another kick out by Kirby. And Kidd is now just taking a breather of his own here. He's going to roll maybe to the outside, certainly onto the ring apron.
With both these men wearing the wounds of war from this grueling contest here on the road to no regrets.
What is this from Kidd? Hang on now. Kidd is moving the crowd barriers closer to the ring.
I don't think this is something we've ever seen from Gabriel Kidd.
Kidd is back in the ring. I'm not sure what that was about, but in any case, Kidd is going to pick Kirby up.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Deposits Kirby right up on the top turnbuckle.
Don't tell me that Gabriel Kidd is going to do what I think he's about to do. This could end the career of Martin Kirby.
No, come on. Kidd is thinking about superplexing Martin Kirby over the barrier into the crowd, it looks like.
Well, it's that old school sensibility that Gabriel Kidd has long held on a pedestal.
Kirby is trying to fight his way out of this. Kirby with the right hand, or the forearms rather, and Kidd falls off to his, down to the side. Big chop now from Gabriel Kidd.
That for a lariat, that was like Stan Hansen in his prime.
And again, Kirby on the back of his head. Kidd will adjust his elbow pad. Talk about Stan Hansen. Yeah.
That was like Stan Hansen in his prime.
Goodness me. Kirby, I think, is out cold.
I wouldn't be surprised. Referee Steve Linsky has a job in his hands here, has to check. You mentioned it, Bradshaw, the history of head trauma that Martin Kirby has suffered through here in Defiant Wrestling.
Slap from Kidd. Again, utter disrespect for another man in Martin Kirby who's had a great influence on Gabriel Kidd's career.
Oh, beautiful.
Side power slam from Kidd, and Gabriel Kidd puts away Martin Kirby. Wow.
The winner, Gabriel Kidd.
Gabriel Kidd with not just a win, but a dominant victory over a former champion, a former general manager, Martin Kirby. And Gabriel Kidd marches on to no regrets. Unbelievable stuff. A dominant win for a man who, frankly, has changed all for the worse.
Well, Gabriel Kidd injuring multiple men on the road to no regrets. What is next for this new and changed Gabriel Kidd?